Hey, this is Willie Tyler. This is Lester. Jim Masters, right? Glad that's where we are. Well, by the way, this is Willie. This is Willie Tyler. This is Lester. Thank you, man. I've forgotten the name. That's good. It's a pleasure to be here because we've been traveling all over the world, right? Yeah. Show business is always been in my sawdust. I love that kind of stuff. And it's a pleasure to be here on, huh? Oh, the Jim Masters Show.
Well, everybody, it definitely doesn't get any better than that to have Willie Tyler and Lester, two legends of entertainment, doing the introduction here on the Jim Masters Show. Gentlemen, welcome to the show, my friends.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's been a long day for me.
Has it been a long day? What's been happening for you, Lester?
I don't know. I'm psychic, but I don't know.
You don't know? It hasn't happened yet?
Yeah, it has something to do with the internet. Here's a little internet thing, but he's cool now.
The everything is the internet thing, right?
That's right. That's right.
Oh boy, it is. I have admired both of you for so many years. We have followed you for so many years on stage, on television, film. You guys have been everywhere. You truly are not only American, but international icons. We're talking about Willie Tyler and Lester, legendary ventriloquist, comedian, actor extraordinaire, and Lester, his longtime friend, right there by his side. They've been entertaining us for many, many years on stage, film, television. They are icons, and it's an honor to have you both right here with us on our celebrity talk show series, The Jim Masters Show.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim. Hey, Jim, I got to make sure that everybody's got their screens right. What do you mean screen right? Still in the hat. Okay. Now, if you can see that, and it says Lester, you're doing okay. But it's backwards. You're looking in the mirror.
It says Restel, right? Oh, I mean Lester.
Yeah. You had me worried for a minute there.
Right. Lester, you look really good. Lester,
Thank
looks
you.
like you've been getting some sun. You have a nice glow, Lester. Have you been out cycling, jogging, swimming? What are you up to lately, Lester?
I go out and just sit down and watch people watch people do what? Exercise. Okay. I'm a watcher.
So you watch them do the exercising, huh?
Yes, indeed. Yes, I'm looking on, as they say. Willie was there, William was there, and Lester was looking on.
Lester was looking on. Well, we love when Lester does that, and Lester is here on our show. Hey, Lester.
I got the eyes for it.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You guys have been on every show there is, from game shows to sitcoms to dramas to thrillers. I mean, it's amazing. Stage, Las Vegas, everything, Hollywood. And here you are on the Jim Masters Show. Isn't this the pinnacle? How does this make you feel, Willie? And how does it make you feel, Lester?
Yeah, I couldn't sleep at all last night thinking about this show. Speaking of that, we just said we couldn't sleep at all last night. There was a guy years ago when I started when I was 10 years old.
Yes.
But then I started doing amateur shows, and there was a guy who emceed the amateur shows. His name was Bobby Lewis, and he was just the MC. And then later on, what happened was like he became a recording star, and he made a hit record. And that hit record was "I Couldn't Sleep at All Last Night."
That's right.
You can't sing too much of that because people say you got a taste for that.
That's just those couple words. That's about it.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
So, how did you guys find each other? What is the Willie Tyler and Lester story? How did you find one another? It's been a long friendship all these years.
It is. It has been, and it's been fun. So I started when I was 10 years old in Detroit, as I mentioned before, and I seen the Paul Winter and Jerry Mahoney show on television, and it really fascinated me how he made his little characters come to life. And so I just took it up the next day, and I started doing amateur shows around Detroit, and then doing variety shows in school, elementary school, high school. Then I went out, got out and went in the service, and stayed in there for what? How many years? 4. Oh, 4 years. 4 years. I was there too, but I didn't wear the uniform. I was just there. I was a civilian. Civilian, yeah. Anyway, so and I got out and went back to Detroit, and I got with a little record company called Motown, and that's where that started it all.
That's exactly right.
Mhm.
And, when you were doing it at home, were you taking a sock? I mean, how did you first start? What was that inspiration? You mentioned the Jerry Mahoney. I had one of those too. Actually, it came out of the Sears Wish book. Remember the Sears Wish book? They had one on the back of the Sears Wish book. And I love ventriloquism. I've always, always admired all of you who have made this your craft, your art, and shared it with all of us. It's not easy. It looks easy. You make it look easy, but there's so much training and so many years that go into it. And I had this Jerry Mahoney doll, and it was a riot. Got it for Christmas. But one
Uh-huh.
thing that happened to it, and of course, this would never happen to Lester because Lester is,
Well, you know what happened?
here with us.
You mentioned Sears Wish book. Lester
Yes,
eventually, fast forward later on, the Lester dolls were in the Sears Wish book catalog. It
that's
was like a
right.
situation. Yeah, later on, it was like
They
when we
were a
became.
part of the famous Sears wish
Yeah.
book where kids would be
So
able to circle the things they hoped for Christmas. Well, we were in the back seat of our family car coming back from seeing relatives up in New England, and we were coming back from a Christmas where I got gifted the Jerry Mahoney doll.
mhm.
And my sister and I were playing with it in the back seat. And that particular one had a string with a little ring, and your
Well,
hand
yeah,
went
yeah.
up the
Uh-huh.
back of and you pulled it. But she pulled it a little too hard, and the mouth went,
Stuck
and
open.
and the mouth was, and it snapped, and the whole thing was,
The
that
rubber
was,
band broke.
the rubber band broke. That
Yeah.
was a tough ride back home.
Mouth wide open. Mouth
Mouth
wide open. Yep.
mouth wide open. So early on for you, my friend Willie, again, we're so honored to have you both here on the show. You really made the rounds early. Motown was a pivotal early moment for you, right? That really sort of opened up the door. What was that key door opening opportunity within that world of Motown that you recall that really made a huge difference for you?
Well, what happened was like, as I mentioned before, when I got out of the service and went back to Detroit, and I had special services, so I was able to perform in the service. So when I got out, went back and started working little local clubs around Detroit. And at that particular time, Motown was just cranking up and cranking up in the beginning. Okay. And what happened was like, we used to work around the city, and then we went into a summer resort, and we were up there for the whole summer. And some of the people from Motown had seen us up there. So when we got back to Detroit, they said, "Well, why don't you come by Motown? And we want to just we're thinking about something for you guys." So I went by. We went by, right, and we did a little bit for them because they had meetings on Wednesdays, and so everybody was there. All the Motown people were there. So we went in, did about 2 minutes, and they said thank you, and we went home. Then about hour and a half later, they called and says, "Welcome to the family." So we signed with Motown. So we were with Motown for about 10 years, and we worked with all the Motown acts and the Motortown Review and all of that kind of carrying on. And by the way, before I show you this, that's me. And can you see that? Can you see that, Jim?
Oh, yeah. Just bring it maybe a little closer to the camera there and tell us when this was.
This is when this is I was about 10, no, about 12 years old, And that character Lester hadn't come along by that time. It was like a Jerry Mahoney. If you look closely, you can see it's Jerry Mahoney. But he's brown. He was brown though. But it was Jerry Mahoney, and I got it from the school where I took correspondence course. Lady made him up for me, and that was him. That was my first character. Donald Woodhead. That was his name. And you can see my attire back in those days. Levi's. They had Levi's back then too. There it is. I
Very
digress.
well, right? No, very well dressed. My God, it was really fantastic. And
Yeah. He had cardboard in his shoes because he had holes in his shoes.
that was what they did. That's how you got by. Absolutely. So the training, the skill, the ability to do what you do, and this wonderful friendship between you and Lester. Are you self-taught, Willie? How did it all come about to be the master craftsman that you are, one of the most revered in the industry all these years? How did that training come? Was it just picking it up and, doing it yourself?
Well, as I mentioned before, it was like a situation where they had a Popular Mechanics magazine. They had an ad in there saying "Learn ventriloquism," and every day I'd go to school, elementary school. I'd go to the library and look at that ad, and one of my auditorium teachers, Mrs. Bowen, I never forget Mrs. Bowen. She was phenomenal. I told her about that, and the school was like just outside of Detroit in Grosse Pointe Woods. Grosse Pointe Woods, that's the town. And Wood, that kind of set me off. Don't worry about it. And what happened was like there was an ad, learn ventriloquism. So she drove me out to the place, to the Madeline Mayer's place. She was the one that had the course, learn ventriloquism, the Madeline Mayer, Fred Mayer School of Ventriloquism. So I took a correspondence course, and took a correspondence, and that's why all the Lesters that I got were they were gotten. That's the word, right? Yep. From Madeline Mayer. She's the one that made the characters up way back when, back in the day, as they say, back in the day.
Back
Hey.
in the day. We want to make sure that because you two are icons, you're legends, you're gifted, you're wonderful friends, compadres all these years, we have to give you a proper welcome and a proper applause. I mean, you're used to being on television shows and stages and where there's applause everywhere. So the Jim Masters Show has to give you an official ovation.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey, that's quick.
Now
that sounded like something Susie Sales would say.
So
Susie Sales would do. He would do something like that.
He'd also say send $5.
That was. Yes, Susie Sales.
Channel 5 in New York. I got a chance to meet him and interview him in the 90s. He came to a radio station I was on the air with, and because you guys know I work in television radio professionally, and he was a riot. He was something else, Soupy Sales, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. He started in Detroit, Michigan, at a TV station in Detroit, Channel 7 in Detroit. He started there with his big bow tie and White Fang and Black Tooth and all those characters. And then he made the move. I think was it in New York or California? He moved to maybe where he wanted what
the $5. That was NEW Channel 5 in New York during the kids show.
Yeah.
And all those kids sent they went into the wallets and the pocketbooks, so they just wrote Channel 5 New York. And today, try to get $5 in the mail to a place with it still being in the envelope might not happen.
That's right. By the way, Jim, do you tell them about that, man? Oh yeah, they got you can buy 50 cents worth of pennies for $9 on TV. You notice that? Because they don't make the pennies anymore.
No, they don't.
So they're gonna sell them the 50 pennies for $9. Pretty good, huh?
Did you send away for them?
Not yet. I will when I get off the phone. Not the phone. Oh, it's kind of
on the Jim Masters Show, you mean?
Yeah. Yes. Uh-huh.
So So Lester, describe Willie to the best of your ability, and Willie,
Him,
describe Lester to the best of your ability. You first, Lester. Describe Willie.
me. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. He's cool. He's all right with me. And we, well, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You gonna let me talk? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Uh, and he's my buddy. We hang out. We like all the kinds of songs we like. We love those songs. Yeah, and we love spaghetti and meat sauce. Yep. I love the apple pie. Apple pie. Yeah.
you
But
ever
he's my
you ever
buddy.
get any of that on your shirt there, Lester? Does the spaghetti ever, the sauce ever get on the shirt? Because that
No,
could be tough.
I use a did. A
You use a
did.
bib?
That's hard for him to say. Did.
Bib.
Did. Say it, man. Bib.
Bib.
Did. I
Let's
can do
go,
it too.
everybody.
I can do it too. I can do it. Did.
Bib.
Did. Okay.
All right,
I'm sorry.
let's do it with the viewers watching. Everybody, Lester wants us to say, as he says it, and only he could say it, the word bib in 3, 2, 1. Bib.
There you go.
We did it.
Sounds like something Susie Sales would say. Okay, come on. Okay, gang.
Everything, right? Everything Soupy Sales would say. You guys, as I've mentioned, have graced us with your wit and wisdom over so many years on television, I said, and film, even on The Jeffersons, an episode of The Jeffersons. Lester, do you remember meeting George and Louise Jefferson?
Yeah, George Jefferson and Leela the same height. He's a short dude.
Sherman
Yeah,
Hemsley.
that was a fun show to do. It was a really fun show to do, and it was nice. It was a nice week there. It was okay because it took a week. The
Took a
shows.
week to film and
Yeah, to rehearse
North
and all
Beer
that kind of stuff.
Productions.
Mhm,
Absolutely. I
mhm.
mean, so many stages, so many laughs. There you are. Look at the hairstyle, Lester.
Yeah, that's the Jackson side. Everybody had hair like that back in those days.
Absolutely. Dance
Beatles,
Machine.
everybody.
Yeah. And there
Yeah.
you are with Ruth Buzzy.
Oh yes, we did it laughing. That was one of the reasons we moved out to California was like because we were taping a season of Laughing, so we
Yes,
made the
Rona
move out here.
Martin's
Yeah,
Laugh In, which, everybody who was anybody wanted to be on Laugh In. They were on Laugh In, they were on Love Boat, and they were on Fantasy Island. Those were the big shows to be on of the time. What was it like being with, oh boy, Ronan Martin and Joanne Worley, Ruth Buzzy, and all of those funny people on Laugh In? Must have been a
yeah. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It's fun to come to work because you never knew what was going to happen. Plus, you could meet a lot of celebrities. John Wayne that did guested on there. I mean, you run into a lot of people. What's his name? Country Road. Was it John Denver? A lot of people did that show, and we were able to meet. And Sammy Davis Jr. Matter of fact, that's for the first time we met Sammy Davis Jr. was on Laugh-In, and then from there we were able to work and do a lot of shows with Sammy, and that was fun too.
Sammy
He's
Davis Jr., I think, was one of the greatest entertainers ever. He was so talented, sing, dance, act, scat. I mean, this guy could do it all. You had opportunities to know and work with him, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah. It was a lot of fun. And what happened was like an interesting thing with him because it was like a situation when we'd open the show for him and we'd come out and go downstairs and change. And I didn't change. No, you were. I changed. I was going. We were in tuxedos, so I changed. You didn't have to change because I don't sweat. You don't sweat. So I don't have to change clothes. Okay. Anyway, so I would change, and then I'd come back upstairs to the wings of the showroom, and I would watch him from the wings. And it was back in those days. What happened was like people smoked a lot, and so you could smoke. You could smoke in theaters. So which they changed that later on, but But it's the idea because spotlight was on. When the spotlight hit Sammy and the smoke was in the air, it looked like it was like an aura around him because of the smoke and the light, and it was like very, very sobering to see him sing Mr. Bojangles. Right? Don't sing it. Okay, don't sing it because you had to taste for it. Oh no, don't. Sorry. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun hanging out with Mr. D, Mr. D, Mr.
Mr. D.
D.
Mr. D, absolutely. You got a chance to hang out with so many extraordinary people. Tell us about some of the folks that you've worked with that stand out for you, people that you've had an opportunity to either be on their shows or on the same stage or same movies, TV shows. There are many, but some that are standouts for both of you.
Yeah, Anne Margaret. We were first time we worked for Las Vegas was with Anne Margaret. So we were there, and we were there a whole month. Back in those days, you could they acts would stay in a place for about a month. Nowadays, they go there and they stay forever
Yeah, so
because
you get a residency, right?
your residency, right, right. And it was her and Sammy. Of course, I mentioned Sammy Davis Jr., Lou Rawls. Remember Lou Rawls? And Mister, he didn't have a name, right? He had a name. Little Rawls used to
You'll,
call it.
yeah.
Little Rawls used to call everybody Jim. Hey Jim, what's going
Hey,
on, Jim?
Jim, I'm
Hey
going,
Jim, and that's
you'll
your
never
name.
find
There it is.
another
There it
love
is.
like
There it is.
mine.
That's it.
I
That's
think
it.
that's all I could sing because
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
hey
yeah.
up.
Gotta taste like. Don't taste. Gotta taste like.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll never
Well,
find something.
that's it.
What
That's it.
great
That's
guy,
and
great voice. Yeah,
let's see.
Lou Rawls.
Of course we work with all the Motown people. And what happened was
Yes,
like we worked the last show with the Supremes together as a group,
yes,
Diana Ross and
yes.
Supremes. And that
Yeah,
was at the Frontier Hotel in Las Vegas. And we were there for 2 weeks for that. And everybody from all over the country would come to see the Supremes, Diana Ross and Supremes. And of course, they got to see us because we were older than for them. That's right, right.
what
So
was the
that's
reaction the first time you went on stage, the first time people saw the two of you? What was that like? It must have been a really incredible feeling for you, just to get the reaction, the feedback, people just loving the two of you together, what you've created all these years.
well, it's the idea. It's the idea for when you say the first time. But when we were in Detroit, we did like a lot of amateur shows. And
Right.
a lot of amateur shows had a lot of kids in the audience, and they would always heckle you, So
The
that was
kids
like,
would heckle, huh?
yeah, yeah, they would heckle you. And it's a situation where it was being a talent. We were in a talent portion of the show, and so at the end
Right.
they line all the acts up, and then the MC, I think Bobby Lewis was one. He would they put their hand over the entertainer's head, and the audience would go yay or boo or whatever, like that kind of situation. And first, a couple of times, well, I didn't even really have an act back then because you didn't have me. Oh, well, yeah, yeah, okay. But uh, but what happened was like at the end, people would boo with their hand up, Willie Tyler, ooh, boo. And I wouldn't want to do it anymore. I said, I don't want to do this anymore. But then I would go home, and then a couple of days later, week later, I say, I think I'll do this again. And so I did it again and again and again and again, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then what happened was like it got to a point where we would start winning contests. Not all the contests, but we would start winning. That kind of gave us a jolt there to be successful in the business of show business.
Exactly. Who of the two of you, Willie and Lester, who's
Just the
the
two
one
of
that
us.
who's the one that really makes those tough decisions? Who's the one that really steers the ship and runs the show? For some reason, I have a inkling that Lester is the one that really runs everything,
You
decides
win the
everything.
you win the prize, Jim. You're exactly right. You hit the nail right on the head. You got it, man. Yeah, you must be psychic. Well, could be. Are you psychic, Jim?
Yeah, because Willie is so poised and he's always smiling and he's always so kind and professional. And Lester has these wonderful, witty zingers that come out. So I assume that that Lester is really the one that steers the ship.
You know what, Jim? We're gonna give you a roll of pennies for that. That's nice.
Could I have the $9 instead?
Hey, inflation. Okay, good. Okay, he's smart, huh? Yeah.
It's exactly right.
Very good.
You were the first as well to go on David Letterman's show on CBS, and that was amazing. And that was during the Ventriloquist week, which was really, really cool. That must have been a lot of fun too, to be on that with Letterman and just the whole crowd cheering. And there you guys are. That was back on September 18th, 2006, the first ventriloquists to appear on the Late Show with David Letterman during Ventriloquist Week.
Yes,
That
yes.
was cool, huh?
That was a lot of fun because I knew David Letterman from the Comedy Store out here in L.A. when he first came to California. But and later on in the career and time, fast forward, what happened was like they wanted to do Ventriloquist Week, and so we were fortunate enough to be on that particular show. Jay Johnson was on there, and like I better not start talking about ventriloquist because I'll leave somebody out and I'll go, oh, I left my Jeff Dunham, and well, a lot of ventriloquists on there. But it was nice that night because we was a Monday night, first night of ventriloquist week, and what happened was like everything went nicely, everything fell into place. There's just something about being at the see. We never did the Ed Sullivan show, but fast forward years later. David Letterman show was in the Ed Sullivan Theater. So that worked out nicely for me. Even though we didn't do the Ed Sullivan show, we were in his venue. And that was fun. That made me feel real. And it was good because we were to do a song. Lester did he sang on there with the band, with the Letterman's band. It
Paul
was great.
Schaefer, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Paul
Wow.
Schaefer, yeah, that
Paul
little
Schaefer.
dude. That little
Yeah,
dude.
right.
Not a little dude like me. Yeah.
Back
Did
in,
you know? Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Oh, no, you have something to reveal. Let's hear it.
Well, back in the early days of movies, a lot of movie actors and actresses were small. Not small, really short. They were short. A lot of like what's his name? James Cagney,
Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney. Yeah,
Hmm.
they were short. And a lot of they didn't have a lot of tall people. But I mean, but they could be. Well, John Wayne, of course, he was tall. But then they had to put
Right.
somebody, other people on soapboxes so they'd be
Yes.
the same height. And
Right.
the rifleman, same thing.
Yes, that's right. Exactly. And of course,
Yes.
the Munchkins on the Wizard of Oz, that whole set too,
Hmm.
in the movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
Back in
And-
'65, Willie
Oh,
Tyler and
that's it.
Lester, Hello Dummy. This album came out, which is still talked about today. There you guys are. Um,
Mhm.
Tell us about this. This was really something special in the early days. That, again, folks, came out in 1965. Hello Dummy for Motown Records.
Tamla Motown Records. It was like, and that was done live. They recorded it. We were at the Fox Theater in Detroit, and that whole week that we were there, Motown they filmed everybody live, and they made the albums from that. But ours came out of that. It's like Hello Dummy, and it was a lot of fun doing that. And it was like great because what happened was like when we sang with Motown, they were saying, well, when the first week of the contract, we'll record you and we'll record you on make an album. Now an album. They'll make an album. So they made the album. It was called Hello Dummy, and that was it. And that was a good album, right? Good omen. Yeah, the album. Yeah.
Not to be confused with Hello Dolly at all.
Yeah, that's a little takeoff on that. Because what's his name? The guy. Yeah, I'm trying to think of his name now. He would insult people. What's his name? Rickles.
Oh, Don
Rickles.
Rickles,
Don
sure.
Rickles. But later on, Don Rickles did an album
Dummy,
too.
right? Yeah,
So he did later on. He did an album called Hello Dummy.
right,
Also,
right.
so it's like Hello Dummy, and we're working on a website, another website. What do you call it? What? What are we talking? documentary. And then our documentary, you can find like it's still working on it. It's almost there. So what's happening is like a situation where if you go to the internet and you want to see just a little portion of that, it's like hello dash dummy, and you'll see a little taste of what we were talking about our documentary. But if you just say hello dummy, then you get Don Rickles.
Yeah, right,
So
exactly.
what a difference! What a difference! A dash snakes.
What a dash makes. A little dash will do you. Of course, there was this too.
Uh, that, was-
Yeah,
that was the back.
right. Remember this? Yeah, this one
Hey,
too.
that's good. Yeah, that's that. Yeah,
Yeah,
hello Donny on the back. Yeah,
exactly.
they had
That's
everything that we did
and all
on
the
there.
people involved too. Look at all the names there too.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah,
You see all that? Yeah, see it all? Yeah.
yeah. That's a hello Donny exclamation point.
Exactly. That's right. Got to have that for you guys for sure. Look at this shot. Tell
Well,
us
yeah,
about this.
now
This goes back.
that particular character that's unless you want to. Oh, that's me. That's me as a kid.
That's you as a kid.
Yeah, that's me as a kid.
Where
And
was this?
sorry,
Where was this?
it was that what do you call it? Telethon, some kind of a telethon in Detroit
Oh,
there.
yes,
And
right.
it was a situation where they didn't have the stools, so they gave them a seat. They tore a seat out of the audience and put it out there for him.
Of
You got
course.
that?
Look at
He
this
didn't.
shot.
Let's see. Oh yeah, and that's let's see. That's yeah, that's the same Lester that you saw in the other picture. Now this particular Lester here is on display at the Vent Haven Museum in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky.
Is
And
it really?
Speaking of Vent Haven Convention in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky, it's like they're going to have the 50th anniversary at the Vent Haven Convention in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky, and it's the 15th and the 16th of July this year. And we're going to be there for that. It's like the 50 years that the this museum has been there. And my little buddy Lester is on display there too. That's why I'm going to go there so I can see him in the museum.
That's going to be cool. That's going to be amazing.
Hmm.
That's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, it's really something there. And also, it's like another thing. It's called Vent Fest, and
Yeah.
it's a situation where it's the 24th and 26th of July, and it's Spencer,
Spencer,
Indiana.
Indiana.
So yeah,
Right. And
Spencer, Indiana.
so you have a lot of traveling coming up, guys, huh?
Yeah, show business has always been in our sawdust, Jim.
Now,
Take your time, take your time.
it's the where do you sit on the plane? Are you in first class, Lester? I can see you in first
No,
class.
I'm under the seat
Oh,
in
you're
front of
under
me.
the seat?
Under the seat in front of me. In front of him, I'm sorry. Under the seat in front of him. Right. It's cheaper that way.
Exactly right. It is. They don't always have to know everything, right? Exactly.
They sneak me on there. Yeah,
They
they let
just
me come in.
sneak you on. Speaking of people you've worked with, I mean, look at this shot.
Yes, Mike Douglas. Mike
The
Douglas show.
Mike Douglas show.
Yeah,
Good
it's
old
Mike
Mike
Douglas.
Douglas, all those years from KYW Channel 3 in Philadelphia, where he did that
He,
series
he
for
started in Cleveland originally. His show started in
Cleveland
Cleveland.
originally, right?
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah,
Then
from
it's
Westinghouse. And there, and look at the team, the folks that are with you. Are
uh,
you sitting next to Peter Lawford? Yeah,
Lester's next to Peter Lawford.
Lester's
That's
next to
right.
Peter Lawford and
You know the
Judy
singer by the name
Garland.
of Judy Garland. You know who that guy is next to me?
Yeah, who is that? It's hard to see close
Jerry
up.
Vale. Jerry
Oh,
Vale.
Jerry Vale. Yes.
Jerry Vale. Yeah.
Wow. What a lineup of
That was
Americana here, folks. Judy
yeah,
Garland, Peter
we
Lawford,
did.
Jerry Vale,
Yeah. And it's like we did a lot of the Mike
Mike
Douglas shows
Douglas,
and the Merv Griffin shows too.
and the Merv Griffin shows
Yeah.
as well.
Mm-hmm. It was like a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yes. Look at that shot.
Oh, there you go. And I got my glasses on. You can, I think you got just get, yeah, you got your glasses on. Yeah, yeah,
You
that's
know, I
me.
mentioned in the beginning, Willie, of course, is an extraordinary ventriloquist, comedian, singer as well, an actor. And of course, he works with Lester, but appeared in countless television commercials, sitcoms, and movies. Got that big break in the early 60s as MC of the Motor City Review in 1972, attained national prominence after joining the cast of.
Motor Town Review.
Yes, yes,
You said no, Motor City. I'm sorry.
yes. And Rowan and Martin's laughing. As we
Yes, yes.
That
That
was
was
really great exposure nationally, right?
yeah. That put me out in California. That's why we made the move to the West Coast, and
And
that was
then
a
and
lot of
then you
fun.
worked in Vegas, toured the country with so many incredible folks. We mentioned some of them: Sammy Davis Jr. and Margaret, Gladys Knight and the Pips, Frank Sinatra. Who were some of the others that you also got a chance to tour with, work with as well?
We worked with Frank Sinatra a couple of times too. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun with Frank Sinatra. That's right. That's right. That's right. And let's see. Oh boy, I
Dean
met
Martin,
Dean Martin. Let's see. We did the Dean Martin roast.
the
We
roast,
did
yes.
we did
How
one
crazy is that?
that was a lot of fun, and that was done at the MGM
Grand
in
Hotel,
Vegas. MGM, the old
the
MGM.
Grand, yeah, the big one, right?
No, but there was an old one, and then
Yes,
they
and
put
then
the
they,
one up with the lion. Remember they put the lion,
right,
but
yes,
before that was one across the street from the dunes. That's where the
that's
old one
right,
was.
that's
And
right.
that was yesterday.
That was yesterday, and all these incredible memories, the Temptations as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Look at
And
that,
let's see.
Copacabana.
Oh, Glenn Campbell. What was Glenn Campbell? A lot of the acts. Let's see. That can't escape me.
Look
Mickey
at this
Hilliard.
one, guys.
Well, that was the MC. That was at the
This
Apollo
is at
Theater
the
in New York.
Apollo in New
Apollo
York.
Theater. And this particular guy, I forget his name. Forgive me for forgetting his name, but he was a DJ, top DJ in New York at that time, and we were out on the stage there. And it was interesting
You
that
made an
Mike.
appearance at the Harlem Cultural Festival in the summer of '69.
Oh yeah, that was wow. That was
Yeah,
a lot of people were there. And
yeah,
another thing too. Look at that microphone.
yes,
See that microphone it was an interesting thing with that microphone uh, because we have people on stage dancing and stuff like that. The microphone would come up out of the floor. That particular
yeah,
microphone
yeah, exactly, right.
would come right up out of the floor, and then if it wasn't needed, they would pull it. The guy, the stage guy. I always watched him every night, and he pull the rope, and the thing would go down under into the floor. It was like magic. It was
It
magic.
it was
Magic.
pure magic. Absolutely, guys. Here's another great shot from the past.
Yes.
Lena Horne.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, nice lady. Like we did a lot of shows around the country with her. That was a lot of fun.
She was class all the way, wasn't she, Lena Horne?
Hmm.
Oh my
Hmm.
God.
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful voice. Here's another great one.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah,
This is this
those are the Motown people.
yeah, it's
Those
an
are
amount
Motown acts.
all the different people. Yeah, huh?
Mhm. Yeah. It's Jackson 5 down at the bottom there.
Jackson 5.
See, they got all that hair too. See,
Right. Ex-
that's back in the hair days.
That's back in the hair days. Look at this shot.
Oh, that's when I ran out of gas. You had a
Is
party.
that your vehicle, Lester?
Yeah, I had a
You
parking space,
know,
and
a lot of people, a lot of people with the price of gas right now, I think a lot of people would want that vehicle, that motor, that what you've got there.
yeah,
Is that the
yeah,
Lester Mobile or?
it was just something I got at Kmart. Is Kmart still around? Maybe they got it someplace. I
Yeah.
didn't steal it. I didn't steal it, Jim. I didn't steal
No,
it.
no, of course,
No,
you do. That's not you at all.
no.
And I know that after shopping at Kmart, the two of you can always be seen at McDonald's.
What'd you get? I got a Big Mac. Where's mine? You said you weren't hungry. I said that. Too bad, too, because it's irresistible. I can't wait to sink my teeth into this big, mouth-watering... Hey, Lester, you know the trick is for you to talk while I eat. Everybody's seen that trick. Let's see if you can talk while I eat. That's no trick. Trick? You want to see a trick? I'll show you a trick. I'll get my own Big Mac, and I'll sink my own teeth into it. You just sit there and save my seat. You think dummy?
And played on.
And you would, of course, after shopping at Kmart and stopping by McDonald's, you would go to those places in your Toyota.
There goes another gas station. Are the other gonna stop?
The Corolla Tercel, Toyota's lowest priced car, gets such good gas mileage that for some, it could be a problem.
I gotta stop at a gas station. Why, we haven't had to stop for gas in hours. We haven't stopped for anything. Do you know why I bought this front-wheel drive Toyota? Allow gas to the gas mileage. I'll stop, but I don't have to because this is Toyota's highest mileage car. And Lester, oh, what a feeling. High mileage. Toyota.
Johnny.
You guys get around. You get around. How was it doing all those different commercials? We would see you, both of you, all the time on our screens, not only on TV and movies and film and everything else, but in all these great commercials you were on. What was that like?
It was a lot of fun because, again, it was like in a situation where we were doing shows and then advertisers would come to the agencies and say, we want them to do this or we want them to do that. And that was like fun to be able to do that. And it was good because Lester was able to be animated. Yeah, it's animated. Like he's in the seat.
Oh, you were discussing what payment was going to be and logistics and all the rest, wardrobe as well.
Yep. You took the words right out of his mouth for
Well,
me.
see, I'm very intuitive, Lester, and I don't know if you mentioned to Willie, but Willie, Lester and I have been talking the last couple of weeks. We've been texting, and that's why we both have matching colored shirts today. We had agreed that we were going to wear this color today, and I guess Lester didn't mention it to you, Willie, huh?
I didn't mention it to you, man.
You didn't tell him to wear this color, did you, Lester? Just you and I. Just you and I.
Just you and I. Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Love it. This
Yes.
is something you sent along too, my friend, which is fantastic.
Oh yeah, that's it. That is really nice. That was the magic. There's a gentleman. He worked at the Magic. Well, he was at the Magic. He worked at the Magic Castle. He was at the Magic Castle a lot, and he would with scissors and a piece of paper, he would draw an outline of people's faces like that. And so when I was there working at the Magic Castle, and I went out one day and he was doing that, and he says, "Can I do one of you?" I said, "Oh." And Lester, he said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah." So that became, and it's really magic to be able to do that with just the scissors and a piece of paper.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Look at this great shot. Wow.
Studio City award that we got from Studio City. That was nice to get that. That made me feel real that night, Jim.
I was going to say, Lester, Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations to the both of you.
Thank you. Congrats. I like to sing that. Too many syllables, the other one. Congratulations. Congrats. I like that. Sorry for interrupting.
No, I think it's fantastic. It, when you take a look at the body of work, it goes on. You had guest roles in The Parenthood, Pacific Blue, What's Happening Now, The White Shadow. We mentioned the Jeffersons, as well as serving as host of the Saturday morning children's anthology series that everybody remembers, ABC Weekend Specials. That was through the 1980s as well, that you had an opportunity to do that on ABC. Also appeared in the 1978 film Coming Home. And that was something very, very special as well. Jane Fonda and Bruce Dern and John Voight. I mean, tell us about having the opportunity to be in that film.
Well, it's the idea they wanted. It was like it was during the I guess the Vietnam War or during that area, and it had a lot to do with veterans and stuff like that. So we were cast as they wanted a ventriloquist, but they didn't want a ventriloquist. I mean, it came out to be a ventriloquist that they wanted, and I was like basically in a wheelchair kind of situation. Which all the people in the movie pretty much were in wheelchairs or disabled, and that's basically how I got the role. And another thing too, by the way, Jim, I wasn't in the movie. Lester wasn't in the
This
movie.
was Willie. I know.
Yeah, but they made a character up to be in the movie, so it wasn't Lester. It was he was somebody else. But since he wasn't in the movie, it was my voice. So I got money for doing my voice in the movie.
Hey, how cool is that, huh?
That was cool. Yeah, that's all right. I like that. Made me feel real, even though I wasn't in there. My voice was. Love that. It's cool. Cool. Yep.
How much of Willie is in Lester, and how much of Lester, personality-wise, is in Willie?
Well, let's see. Lester's the outgoing person. You know, I'm the introverted kind of character. In other words, Lester speaks his mind, right? That's right. But I'm this low key character. So it makes it good. It makes it good because it separates the characters like that. You know, when you got two people doing the same stuff, then it's not doesn't do it justice. So Lester was the one. If anything happens, he would ad lib or something to that effect. But I would be just the normal, number one guy, and not really say that much. But I was the one with the motor mouth. Ta-da!
Did you ever get a chance to work with George Burns?
I never worked with George. Never worked with George Burns. No. I like the cigars he smoked. I love those cigars.
Yes, right. He has one here too. There it is.
Oh, yeah. He
George
smoked
just went,
he smoked a lot of cigars.
and he made it to 100.
Yeah. That's true.
George pops in on our show every once in a while, so he wanted to say hello to both of you, but he especially wanted to say hello to Lester. He's been a fan of yours for years. Remember when he played?
Thank you, George.
Yeah, and he played God in the movie too. Remember?
Yeah, I mentioned the name Denver.
John Denver.
John Denver.
That's right.
Yeah.
George Burns always pops up every once in a while, so he just wanted to say a little hello. He then he dips down a little bit because he's got a martini down below that he likes to sip, with a cigar.
Yeah, it makes him feel real, huh?
The martini, it does.
Yeah.
It does. I want to mention too that, and I mentioned earlier, McDonald's and Toyota, Maxwell Health commercials too. You also appeared as yourself in the 2004 BET Comedy Awards as well. You're in the House, the 4th annual Black Gold Awards, the 1st annual Soul Train Music Awards, Motown returns to the Apollo, Lou Rawls, Parade of Stars, Powerhouse, American Bandstand, even the Electric Company, of course, Morgan Freeman, Rita Moreno, all the greats that were on the Electric Company as well on PBS, and Vegetable Soup, the Flip Wilson Show. Did you ever get a chance to meet, what was it? Is it Gwendolyn?
Geraldine.
Geraldine. That's right. Geraldine.
That was Flip's character.
Did you guys come across Geraldine?
No, what happened was the situation. One thing is like I had a Lester when I got Lester, and then years later I said I'll get another Lester just to have one as just as a standby. So I got this particular Lester, and I never used him that much. then what happened was when we did the Flip Wilson show, they wanted to have Lester. They wanted somebody to have. They wanted Flip Wilson to have a character to do Geraldine's voice by. So they came up with Lester. I brought the Lester doll with me. And so what they did was they dressed Lester, not you, yeah, they dressed Lester's other Lester, up as a young lady, and Flip would do the voice for that particular character in that little skit that we had. I think we had a picture. I didn't have I don't have the
I
picture with me,
love
but
Lester's facial reactions when you're talking about the other Lester, because I think based on his facial expressions, there is no other Lester. It's him. Look at his
no,
face.
it's Lester too, Lester too, Lester TOO.
T-O-O. Say
Yeah,
T-O-O.
just yeah, Lester 200. Yeah, nice. But he's cool. We
Let's
get
go.
along. We don't
You get,
argue.
no, see, that's the key. That's the key. You got to get along.
It's hard to argue with him because it's hard on his voice.
I can only imagine. Absolutely. The amount of talking, the amount of expression. The Super Dave Osmond show as well, Osborne, the
Oh
Statler
yeah,
Brothers show, the Hollywood Palace, and of course, some, as I mentioned, some of the great game shows too. Family Feud and Gene Rayburn and Company, Match Game. You guys run Match Game. What was it like being on dun 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 dun, dun whap Match Game?
yeah. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It's like the it was fun because you never know what's going to happen because some of it was ad lib and some of it wasn't, but it was a lot of fun to be able to do that and to be able to watch those shows every year and then finally be part of it was really something else. I love doing that. I love talking to Gene Rayburn too. He's a nice man. Yeah, Gene Rayburn and other
Brett
folks. And
Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Richard
yeah,
Dawson, Fanny
Richard Dawson.
Flagg.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Richard Dawson. He was also when we did the last season of
Family Feud.
Laughing.
Oh,
Last
Laughing.
season, Laughing. Richard Dawson was there. Was one of the cast members on
That's
Laughing.
right.
That's when we
That's
met
right.
him, and that was before he got Family Feud.
Right. Yeah, he was Laughing.
Yeah,
Match Game. He was also on Hogan's Heroes as well,
yeah.
and with
Uh-huh.
Bob Crane, and then Match Game, and then Goodson Todman Productions, which produced those game shows, liked him so
Mhm.
much they said, "Hey, we're going to launch Family Feud," and uh, really, really cool, And I just in seeing and following your career, people would just the smiles, the laughter, the applause when they would see the two of you come on stage or be on a particular episode of a series, they would just feel so good because you guys make everybody feel so good, and the banter and the humor and the dry wit between the two of you, which is so
Yeah.
fantastic.
Well, what would happen was like when I was on without Lester, everybody would come up to me and say, "Where's Lester?" or "Where is he?" So it's like so I was the personality.
You were the top billing, right? Yeah, top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was the one that had a big head. Is that it? Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah. And you also you appeared as a 1972 TV version of yourself on the ABC sitcom "The Kids Are All Right." You did
Yeah,
that too. Yeah.
that was a fun show to do because what happened was like I think it was the very last show that they did, but one of the kids he liked Lester because he was one of the kids was a ventriloquist, but he would watch TV and all the time, and he loved watching Lester on TV, and so at the very last season of that show, we showed up on the show as in a cameo kind of situation, and that was fun to be able to, when somebody says they like you and they kind of emulate what you do, that makes you feel real, makes you feel good, makes you feel good, man. That's right, all
Spe-
over, makes you feel good all over.
Especially when it's a kid, right? When a kid's watching and the kid said, "Hey, I'd like to go into this field of endeavor, ventriloquism as well. That must make you feel good. Did you ever teach or mentor others on how to do it as well over the years?
I never, Jim, I never did teach because it's like I know how to do it, but it's hard to teach. I mean, there are other people who can emulate other people and teach what they do, but it was hard for me to do. But it wasn't really hard to do. I just didn't know how to do it, so I just know I could do it. But it's like a juggler, right? Yeah, a juggler can juggle, and if he throws the ball to you, you drop it. It's like you're not a juggler. You get that? That's kind
Yeah,
of deep.
we got that. No, but I think that I think that that was so good, so well timed, and so perfect. We've got to have a studio audience create some laughter. How's that? See? Only the best for you guys.
Thank you. That's very good. That's very good.
We come with ovations. We come with the Jim Master Show studio audience.
You know what? Laughing is contagious. But you know what? I was some people years ago when they did the Tonight Show or something like that, if somebody was going to do a Tonight Show, they would hire or bring somebody along with them who had an infectious laugh, and they would put them in the audience. And so when you heard somebody with an infectious laugh, then you would laugh too. And that's how some people got over some of those shows by having somebody in there with them, right? That's
You
right.
can hear it on the sitcoms. There'll be a certain laugh that was that one laugh that stood out. And then everybody else would be laughing because of the laugh they just heard.
Yeah, we did a show one time where the whole audience knew what they did. Oh yeah, the whole audience, they weren't laughers. They would do when you have when you're doing comedy and stuff like that, then you do a punchline and then the whole audience would go, "Ha!" That's it.
That's it. Ha.
All
That's
together
rough.
in unison.
That's a tough one. Ha.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah.
That is tough. Well,
just thinking about that makes me feel good. Yeah.
Right. In 2024, both of you appeared in the Adam Sandler Love You special on Netflix. How cool was that, gang?
That was nice. And Adam Sandler's a nice man. It was phenomenal. It was really good to be able to do that. And it was like it was a lot of fun. And it was good because he knew Lester. He knew of Lester, and all his folks that were around him knew Lester. A lot of them grew up with Lester. So it's like he really felt at home, right, partner? That's right. I felt good being in a situation like that. That's nice.
Look at this.
Well, that's the that's Lester. Lester, yeah. That's the Lester doll. That's one of the Lester dolls.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
How long does it take to have your hair done like that?
Wow, that's only takes a minute.
It just takes a minute.
It's like a hat. You put it on.
It just put it on. Speaking of hats, look at that.
Hey, there you go. I love that.
That is a great.
We used to call that a lid.
A lid, right? Exactly.
That was my lid. That was my A#1 lid.
That is so cool. Now, are there Lester dolls still out there, still available?
They don't make them anymore, but they can find them on the internet. Somebody's selling one or something to that effect, So it's like, but a few years back, they stopped making a lot of the ventriloquist figures. They don't make anymore, but you can find them from people. They collectors. People collect them and stuff like that, and so that's good. I'm a collector's item, so they say.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And
rumor has it. I'm a collector's item, Jim.
You are, my friend. You absolutely are.
Meaning he means the little Lesters that he's talking.
Well, of course.
These collector's item too, but I mean the little Lesters, and people who get those, and that's cool.
That is really cool. Now, this was sent along and it had a little bit of a caption. Lester was wondering what's wrong with this picture.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
People are looking and saying, we don't see Willie, we don't see Lester, but we see Steve Lawrence, Dan
Steve Lawrence
Aykroyd.
and the Blues Brothers.
Is that John Belushi?
And what's his name?
And it's what's wrong with this photo? And Lester.
What's Jim? What's the other guy's name?
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, and
okay.
Steve Lawrence, the singer in the back there,
okay,
right?
now you know that I noticed this.
Edie Gourmet and Steve Lawrence, yeah.
Yeah, husband wife, husband
Yeah.
wife. But I got that picture out of the magazine, and I noticed. You know what I first noticed, and nobody else notices?
What did you notice?
You ever been in a sauna, Jim?
Yes, actually, I have.
You can't
It
wear
didn't
metal.
look like this.
No, you can't wear metal in a sauna.
That's right.
It'll burn your neck off.
It'll burn your neck off.
So that's why they're in this hot place,
So
and that they got that iron around his neck. So there's like a little put on there that they wanted people to catch on. But I caught it. I caught that.
So this has boggled your mind for a long time, Lester, huh? See, you caught it because you've got, those nice round glasses, and I mean, you can see everything from miles.
Yep, for miles and miles and miles and miles. And I don't have any glass in my glasses. That's good.
You don't?
Yeah, I don't have to wash them.
So it's just a fashion statement.
Yeah, no, the reason why he doesn't have a glass on, because when we did television shows and things like that, the glass would reflect, and his eyes really have it. So we just took the glasses out, and because you have what? I have 20/20 vision.
You have 20/20 vision.
Yes.
So have you ever been on 20/20 with Barbara Walters?
Hey, that's funny.
No,
I know the but her dad was he owned a club in New York, right? Do you remember the name of that club? There's the big nightclub.
Yes, that's right. He did. Yes, he did. Because she talked about it a couple of times.
Yeah. And another thing, speaking of clubs, we worked the oh boy, I forget the name of the club. Copacabana. We worked at Copacabana in New York. And that was a fun place to work, fun venue to work, because each time we worked there, it was with Motown. It was with the Temptations one time, the Four Tops one time, and one time with Diana Ross and Supremes. And we're there a week at a time at the
we showed that with the Temptations there, right?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
And it was a nice see when you say the Copacabana, people say, "Wow, great." But when that was a great venue, but what happened was like it was very small. It was very intimate. It was downstairs, and it was like the stage wasn't a rise. It wasn't up in the air. The stage was floor level, and the band was on a little rise in the back. But then the audience, there were different levels of the audience there. But it was a nice little intimate place. And it was nice to go there because you could see the acts really close up and enjoy it. And it wasn't like a jam-packed place. I mean, with thousands of people. It was I guess it held about 100 or something people, maybe. But it was a lot of fun. Copacabana.
Yeah, makes me think of Barry Manilow singing it. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Copacabana. Now we can only say that because back to that again. You became one of the first regular performers at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles. What a great opportunity. Tell us what it was like being a part of everybody that was a part of that legendary place in LA, the Comedy Store.
Well, it was timing has a lot to do with it. Because when I first moved out to LA and I was doing the Laughing shows, it was 1972. And I stayed across the street on Sunset from there was a hotel there. Forgot Gene Autry owned this hotel. I can't think of the name of the hotel. But anyway, next to the hotel was a club, and there used to be a nightclub there. But what happened was like Paulie Shore, not Paulie, but Sammy, his dad, and a friend of his, they bought this particular club, and he called it the Comedy Store. And when I was going across the street to the hotel to get dinner or something, I went over there. And he knew who I was because, of being and laughing. He says, Willie, I got this club and we're just opening. And if you want to come in and do some time, let us know. And that was the beginning. So we went in, we were one of the first people to do the Comedy Store and during the first month out there. And the rest is history with the Comedy Store.
The Comedy Store, a legendary place. When you look at your career, the two of you together in all the different versions, what are some of your top moments when you look back at it all? You've done so much and continue to, but there's a few moments out there, I'm sure, that resonate with you that you were like, that was very special. That was just an incredible time. That was a very special moment. Those were special people. I mean, over 40, 50 years, you're talking about an incredible career that has spanned generations and touched so many people and still does with the wit and wisdom and the insight. But what are those moments that stand out for you?
Well, it's just the idea of being, being able to go to the Comedy Store because, and actually there weren't that many comedy clubs out by that time. But after the Comedy Store hit, then comedy clubs were all over the country. And what happened was we found, and a lot of comedy acts would find they would be booked in a lot of comedy clubs all over the place, all over the country. So you had work, you worked all the time because with the comedy clubs, and that was a lot of fun. But the Comedy Store is the place where a lot of comics would go because the people from the Tonight Show would go and watch them. And that's how they were able to get on the Tonight Show, by them going to the Comedy Store and watching them in front of an audience. And that's how they were able to do the Comedy Store. Right. Mm-hmm. And it's like just like Jimmy Walker.
Jimmy Walker, yeah.
He did the Comedy Store a lot though. And he loved us doing the Comedy Store. Right. Mm-hmm. And what's his name? There's so many of them. I can hardly remember all of them. A gentleman by the name of Joey Kamen.
Sure, absolutely. McGruff,
Joey,
the crime dog, among other things. Yeah.
He did.
Great guy. We love him.
He did. Yeah, he did. He's a nice guy.
He did it as well.
And a lot of folks and a lot of celebrities would stop by just to come in and watch other entertainers do their thing.
Right,
exactly. That was fun. And
really
it was like
special.
again when it first opened, it was just that one little showroom, and then later on, Art LeBeau's had a music place next door to it, and Mitzi eventually bought that place. And before that, it was like a Copacabana West. There's a nightclub out here, Cyril's. It was called Cyril's. It was like pretty much the Copacabana of the West Coast, where a lot of entertainers like Sammy Davis, Jerry Lewis, and Dean Martin would work there, and they would all go there. And a lot of entertainers, actors would go and see them, and go and sit in the audience at night. So that was a fun area to be in. Right.
Right. So when you look at that with the Comedy Store, so many incredible memories. How about overall with your career and with all of the amazing things that you've done and continue to do? Are there moments and memories that have stood the test of time for you that you look back at and just say, career-wise overall, that was amazing?
Well, again, it's a situation where I love being what I do. I love that, and it's the idea.
Your screen went dark there. Did you not pay the light bill, Lester?
I think that the phone rang.
Your phone rang and it knocked your video out?
Yeah, the phone is an iPhone. It's an iPhone. Let's see.
So you just have to press a couple of buttons and you'll be back
Yeah,
on. They
I'm
they
saying,
uh they just
I'm-
they're such professionals, folks. They want to show us that they can do this in the dark as well. They can actually do the bit in
yeah,
total darkness.
yeah. I'm
It's
looking
almost as
forward.
if there's been a power outage.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Is
doing.
Lester trying to press the buttons, or are you,
Okay,
Willie?
we're trying to find it now. Oh, boy, we gotta, yeah, okay. It's
This,
hang on now.
oh, you're there. This is the audio version of the Jim Masters Show Celebrity Talk Show series, folks.
Now I know how Stevie Wonder
We're
feels.
going back in time before television was even created. There was no internet. It was radio, and you just heard the voices. Willie and Lester are there. Matter of fact, we're just listening to one of their albums.
There it is. Yeah,
It's
it's
just an
like
album. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's like yeah, Lester's.
Lester, you were
Yeah,
supposed to put that light
he's
bill payment in the mailbox.
He's looking in the book now.
He's
Trying to
looking
find.
at a book.
No,
You
he's
might
looking
have to
at.
get you might
Yeah,
have to get a candle.
yeah. That's like we gotta find what's the day is Wednesday, so we're doing it kind of. It's sort of strange.
Thursday, right? Thursday. Yeah,
Wait a
that
minute.
is funny.
Getting
Well,
close.
while you guys are looking at that, I could tell folks that if they are enjoying this incredible episode of the Jim Master Show Celebrity Talk Show series and our very special guests that we are so honored to have here on our show, the incomparable Willie Tyler and Lester, as they're looking for the light switch, uh, icons in the industry of entertainment. Tremendous ventriloquist, comedian, actor, singer, has worked with so many people, Hollywood veterans, Hollywood legends. They are both legends themselves. Uh, just such a great story that we're sharing here of Willie's life from Detroit all the way to Hollywood and Vegas and so much more, and Lester as well. If you're enjoying this episode of our series as they figure the light switch there, give this episode a thumbs up like. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV, give it a like. Matter of fact, I wish if there was a love button. We need to have a love button. Give it a hearty like. Share this on your social media. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. Check out hundreds of others. When you subscribe to the channel, you can see all these other incredible guests and celebrities and good fun. And of course, drop a comment below. They switched to another. They're switching right now to another. We have. There they are. So we'll take the other version, the radio version from yesteryear out.
Let's see.
Take them away, and there they are.
We're almost there. Let's see. Hang on a second.
Yeah, bringing it back. But do subscribe to the channel, folks, and go back in the archives and check out the episodes. There are hundreds and hundreds of episodes of our series on the channel, hundreds of celebrity guests, hundreds and hundreds. And I got to tell you that, and leave a comment if you're enjoying this, drop a comment below. But I do have to tell you,
skipping back and forth.
There you are.
We're there, but we're not there. Let's see where.
Yeah, we see you there.
Why are we getting?
You look good. We see you. Can you see us and hear us? You hear us, Lester?
I can hear you, but hang on a second. Let's see.
But you got. Here you go.
How does this work? Like we're there. We're here, but I can't hear you.
You hear me, right? You hear us.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, we hear you and we see you.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait a second.
We're good. That's it. I tell you, we're professionals. We make it happen.
Yeah.
So, Lester, that was a little scary being in the dark there, huh? I mean, how did you manage?
I watched Jim No, 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 that's you're talking about another Jim, but not that Jim. But what's the guy's name that always would fix stuff out of he'd make stuff up. Had a series and he'd make stuff up out of his escape. He'd make something out of this, or make something out of that, and make something out of this, and that's what Lester was doing. He found out how to get back on
So
into the
you
air
were
here.
pressing buttons
Because
and you were doing
something
all kinds
happened,
of.
and Lester, you took care of it, right? I took care of it myself.
You took
You
care
read
of it,
about it
Lester. You sure
somewhere.
did. But Lester, you
Let's see,
you
I'm
it's
out of the frame. Okay, here we go. There you go. Now, you hear Jim?
look at yeah, Lester's like right in the
Jim?
center. Yep.
I don't hear
You,
Jim.
you know,
Oh boy, what happened there?
you hear us now? Now you hear us, right?
What happened, Jim?
Do you hear us?
What's going on? Oh boy.
Lester, you took our
Oh
breath
boy.
away.
I don't know. I thought we had it fixed.
You hear us now?
No, I got you. I got you now. Can you hear
Good,
me?
friends. You got us. Fantastic. Lester, you're speechless. What do you
Yeah,
think about all this, Lester?
yeah. Your screen went blank and then you came back on and there was sound. There's sound.
Was the sound
Where-
me? I hope
I
the
don't
sound
know.
was me.
I don't know.
You know?
It's just when you cut off and came back on, you were there. Dun, 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 dun. Folks, this is live TV.
Yes, it is. So how do you feel about all this, Lester? Lester, you've been through a lot. You've seen it all. You've seen behind the scenes. You see how all these things get put together. You got to plug in the wires. The lights got to go on. We make it look easier than it is. You guys make it look easier than it is too. How do you feel
Easy.
about all this, Lester? This crazy
easy.
business.
It's easy as Sunday morning. That's
Lionel
easy Sunday
Richie,
morning. Yes.
don't
You
sing
still there?
anymore. Back to that
You
again.
gotta click. You clicked off and you gotta click back on.
How about now?
Yeah. You know. That's how it works.
It's
Yeah.
all about being a part of the clique.
Hey,
So
that's cool. There you go.
You gotta
I like that kind of stuff.
East Coast fast, East Coast fast. So I
There
was
it is.
saying you were talking about some of the great memories of the comedy store, but when you look at the body of work and the decades of doing this work, what are some of your favorite memories overall of the work of the career, Willie and Lester?
Well, it's the idea of being able to work with people that when I was growing up, and I love seeing them on TV or listening to their music and stuff like that, and being able to meet them and working with them, it made me feel good, made me really feel good, and that was cool, right, Les? Yeah, Les loved it too. I loved it too. It was great. That's why I love show business. Show business has always been in the sawdust.
Now you
Yeah,
hear me, or do I have to click
no,
again?
you're fine. You're fine. You're
Perfect.
fine. Yeah.
So
It's-
is there anything that you guys haven't done of all the things you've done and all the areas of entertainment that you've touched upon? Is there anything that you haven't done yet that you would like to do?
Well,
I know coming on the Jim Masters show was a pinnacle,
well,
but
that's a hoot. That's a hoot. That's cool. Yeah, that's great. Love being that. And I love being the mechanic here, fixing the sound and stuff. You got it. I got it. Yeah, yeah. And then there I am on the TV. There. Hey, there you go. You're back. Say something.
you're looking good, Lester. You're
something,
looking
Jim.
good. Have
Jim, say
you
something.
was-
Jim, click off, click
Click.
off and click back on. Go.
wait, Lester, you're telling me to click off?
Click. And come back on.
Lester told me to click off
No,
on my own show.
yeah. You're back. You're
What?
back. You're back now.
But Willie, Lester told me to click off on my own show. Nobody's ever told me to click off.
No, you read my lips.
Only Lester's allowed to tell me to click off on my own show.
There you go.
Jim, click off.
This is click off. This is click off. I mean, we don't hear you. Click.
That's
click.
it. That's it. Have you guys had a chance, over the years to tour or visit other parts of the world too with the act?
We've been a lot of places, and because we did a lot of USO shows and stuff like that.
Yes, right.
And then after that, we went overseas and did a lot of shows overseas. But of course, it was like it had to be military bases or something to that effect because, uh, well, England, we went to England and then went to Australia and places where, you know, they understand that language. So a lot of places we would go, but it was always because of the military things, the bases that we would go to, because the people didn't really understand what Lester was saying or the humor that he would throw out, so to speak. Yep. But show business, I don't know what I'd be if I wasn't in show business.
What
What
would
would
you
you?
be doing? What would you be doing, Lester and Willie? What would plan B have been for you?
Well, let's see. You know, I love carpentry. Excuse me, uh, carpentry. Not. It's like a situation where I love, you know, building stuff like that. So it might have had something to do with that. And Lester, how about you? I just love being. I would be a singer. I love tap dancing, but you can see what happens with me with the tap dancing thing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the
See that,
sewing
Jim?
machine. Yeah, here we go. Click off,
Jim,
click on,
Jim, do it again.
click. You want me to click
Jim,
again?
come back.
You're back?
You're back. You're back.
It's kind of like clap
This
on,
this is like
clap off.
yeah. This could be a series. This
This
could be a
is, I love it.
series.
If we could, yes, click on, click off.
Yeah, it is.
When Lester
And,
says click off, you click off.
and the band played on.
What are some other exciting things that the two of you have up your sleeve that you're working on, that you're excited about, that are coming down the pike for both of you?
Well, it's the idea of like well, again, we're working on the documentary, and the documentary is really something, and that's going to be phenomenal, right, partner? That's right. But it's like in general, it's just the idea of like, oh, you know, by the way, another thing too, I love writing songs too. I've written a whole bunch of songs too. And I was a songwriter. And what I would do is like write the songs and put them in the act, and Lester and I would sing them. So that was nice to be able to do that. Like a song called "What Goes Around Comes Around," you know, things like that. Or how you gonna know if the roof leaks if it never ever rains? I wrote a good country song one time. It's called "You Don't Have to Say Good Night, Just Get Out of Here." I thought we lost you for a minute there, but you
No,
laughed.
I didn't have to click off, did I?
Oh, there you go. Yep.
You got me back?
You're back. You're back. You're
We're
back.
back. I love it. Teamwork. That's what it is.
Teamwork,
So
teamwork.
that's exciting. When do you hope the documentary to come out? Because we will definitely keep an eye out for it. We'll spread the word, but
Yeah.
also I'd love to have you guys, of course, back so we can
Mhm.
talk about the documentary. That would be an honor and a pleasure too.
Yeah, it shouldn't be as long. It shouldn't be as it shouldn't be as long as it has been. So hang on. It should be shortly. The
It's on it.
documentary.
It's on its way.
It's on its way. Yes, indeed.
Putting the final touches on it. It's quite a thing because does it go all the way back to the beginnings, Willie?
It
All
goes
the
back.
way-
There's a lot of celebrities in there
Yeah.
that we work with, and
Oh,
and they
yeah.
talk about us and stuff like that. So it's a nice piece of work, right? Right.
Sometimes I like to ask the guests on our series, what are some of the blessings and joys in their life that keep them doing what they're doing, what they love so much, why they share all of this with the rest of us for the benefit of all of us. What are some of those? I mean, the two of you,
Well,
each other are a blessing for each other, but what are some of those other blessings in your life and lives
well,
that keep you doing it?
well, if you're in the entertainment business, it's like a lot of it. If you notice, a lot of entertainers, especially when they do live performances, they never retire because there's something about being retired that slows you up. But it's the idea of going on stage every night and the lights come down, the music starts, or the people in the audience laugh, and it makes you feel good, makes you feel real, makes you feel good. So you don't retire. Like we mentioned, the gentleman with the cigar. You just had his picture. You had his picture up in the air.
George Burns,
George Burns. I mean, he was what, he's 90 something years old.
100.
Yeah, and the other Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van
It's like,
Dyke, 100. Yes.
yeah, it's the idea. Now, if these people would have retired, 25 years ago, it wouldn't have been a pleasant kind of situation. But when you're doing what you want to do, that's good. It makes you feel real, makes you feel good, and all of that kind. Makes you want to look forward to life, stuff like that.
Absolutely right. Absolutely. Did you ever think, the kid growing up in Detroit, Michigan, that things would turn out in the wonderful way? I mean, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of hours, a lot of time put in, a lot of running around that you've done for your career. But if you look back at it all, did you ever think it would turn out to be at the level it has been, with all that have loved and have cheered you on all these years? If you look back at the
Well,
child of Willie.
well, it's the idea. It's the idea of growing up and running into all the people that you admired when you were a kid, or when you were younger, and stuff like that. And being like Edgar Bergen, I worked with performed with Edgar Bergen. Uh, what's the name? Paul Winchell, all those folks. And it's the idea and you can say I work with them. Like we did a ventriloquist special called Event Event, and that was with Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop and was Paul Winchell, Paul Winchell, probably Edgar Bergen and all those folks. And it was like a fun thing to do, to be able to be with your people that you admired all these years and stuff like that, and to be able to work with them and to hang out with them if you wanted to be hung out with. Because a lot of people don't want to be hung out with. They do their act, and they they don't want to see anybody or talk to anybody. But they were nice people. They're nice people though. They're very nice people. Make
They
you feel
just,
good.
right, exactly. They just like
And that's that.
they go
That's the name
home.
of that tune.
That's the name of that tune. Right,
Are
exactly.
you let's see.
Want me to click on?
You got it, son? No, you gotta do this.
It's
You gotta
like a
cut it off
little
and cut it back on. Come back.
back.
Oh, yeah, you're
Got it?
back.
I like this. If you're just tuning in now, this is a new character that Willie is working on, that he should have ready by the end of the year for Christmas gifts. It's called Click Off,
Click off,
part of,
click on. Yeah.
part of the Willie and Lester collection.
We know how it works now. We know how
We
it
know
works
how
now.
it works.
Yeah, we
That
fix it. Yeah.
next
Took a
time,
while.
if
Yeah, it took a while to get
if
together.
we're standing in front of each other in person, we'll shake hands, we'll hug, we'll do all of that, but we'll also have our little private cue. We'll do this, and
There you
only we
go.
will know what we're talking about.
That's
You
it.
you mentioned Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop. We had Mallory Lewis, Sherry Lewis's
My daughter.
daughter, on the show recently with
Mhm.
Lamb Chop, and that was really cool. She's sort of keeping that alive in the spirit
Uh-huh.
of her legendary mother as well. And of
Yeah.
course, remember Kukla, Fran, and Ollie?
Yeah. Yep.
That went back as well. And did you
You know,
ever have?
did you know that they were ventriloquists?
Yes.
They
Yeah,
were, the reason why we say they were ventriloquists because they never moved their mouths.
that's right.
Ollie didn't move his mouth. The
Ollie,
alligator moved his mouth.
the alligator did.
But Kukul, there was what Kukul or
Kukla, Fran,
Ollie.
and Ollie. Yeah.
Who's Ollie? Was Ollie the one that didn't talk, didn't move his mouth? I think Ollie was the one that didn't move his mouth. I think
I think so. Yeah.
somebody will call in and tell us,
Yes, yes.
or
Type
write
in-
in, or
Did you
email
ever?
in.
Did you ever have any workings with Jim Henson and the Muppets over the years?
No, not them, but there's another comedy. I mean, ventriloquist, not ventriloquist, puppeteers And he just one of the members just passed away, and I cannot think of the name of. We did some things with them, and that was it was a lot of fun, a lot of fun.
It must be fun when everybody gets together. This is
There you
fantastic.
go.
I love this.
Back on, back on.
Back on, back on.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can
we
you
hear
hear me
you.
now? No, you gotta cut it off
Can you
again.
hear
Try
me?
again.
This is fantastic. We're going to leave this in. We're not cutting this out.
Come back.
Back?
It's something.
Are we
The
back now?
Gremlins. The Gremlins are
The
here.
Gremlins. All right. Let's try it again.
Okay, come back.
Back now?
I guess we used up our 10 cents.
Oh, use it 10 cents. So
Not
let's
there. Not
see.
there.
We'll try it again. We'll do the whole hand.
Come
How
back.
about now? Back?
Okay, now you got it.
Nobody touch a thing. We'll leave everything just the way it
Didn't
is.
touch anything. Nope.
Really sensational.
There's his hand. Nobody touched anything, and you know where the other hand is.
See, I kept doing this so you could tell I'm left-handed.
Oh, lefty, 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 lefty,
Lefty.
lefty, lefty.
Exactly right. Have you gone back to Detroit, to the old neighborhood? Are there still family and friends and people you know from back home originally there, or ancestors of?
I haven't been back in a few years, but it was like it was always fun to go back because my mom she was around, my dad was around, and they had venues to work there. A lot of
Yeah.
clubs and back in the Motor City days when Motor City Detroit was booming. You know, they had a
Yeah.
lot of places to work.
That's
And
right.
but late, you know, it's not the same anymore.
That's not the same.
Don't get around much anymore.
I would imagine, Willie, they must have been very, very proud when your career really started to take off and people started to, fill the halls, buy tickets, see you on TV,
Yeah, no,
see
it
you on
was
stage. The family and friends back home must have really felt very proud of you.
it was a lot of fun. But you know, when I first started as a ventriloquist, it's like in my neighborhood, as a kid, and I made my sister's doll I took my sister's doll and made a ventriloquist figure out of it. And so I would go around the neighborhood with the little dog going, "Meow, meow, meow,"
Yeah.
you know, and the people around the neighborhood would look at me and go, "What's wrong with that boy?
What's happening there?
Yeah, what's going on with this? What's going on?" But later on, when we started doing TV and stuff like that,
Yeah.
everybody came to our side, and it worked out nicely. So it was cool.
If they could see me now. Da, 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 da. Exactly
Don't sing
right.
too much.
Don't no, that's it. So again, back to this. I think the
Matter of fact, we were doing a match game one day, and
Match
what's
game.
his name? The host of the Magic game,
Gene Rayburn.
Jim Raven. And what's the guy's name who was in the middle square?
On the bottom was Richard.
No, but he's in the middle. He was in the middle square.
Oh, was it Hollywood Squares?
Yeah. He was,
Paul Lind.
Paul Lind. The one day I was watching the TV. Let's tell you about the union and stuff like that. He was watching the TV and somebody said something about somebody's birthday, and Paul Lind said something about somebody's birthday, and Paul, no, yeah, Paul, not Paul Lind, the host.
Paul Lind in the middle. Oh, was it Peter Marshall?
Peter Marshall said something about birthday, and Paul Lind in the middle, he starts singing. He says, "Happy birthday." He said, don't sing it. Don't sing it. Don't sing it. Because back then, Happy Birthday was, somebody owned the copyright.
Somebody did. You couldn't do it publicly, even on the air.
I think
it had a 99-year span of that, and then within the last couple of years, it ended, and now you can do it.
Yes, it became public domain.
Public domain after.
Hey, he's not. Hey, he's not, Jim. Public domain. That's true.
Public domain. Exactly. Yeah. Public domain. And it was like 99 years or something where you couldn't really do it. Yeah. Right.
But what happens sometimes, some people will take it and re-register it and stuff like that.
Yes, there was a lot of that too.
A lot of stuff to go on, but I digress. I digress too.
Digressing is always good every once in a while. You guys are amazing, truly, truly amazing. I mean, as I
Thank you.
mentioned earlier, so many laughs, so many incredible moments with the two of you over the years on television, stage, film, everywhere, with everybody you could possibly think of, all the way back in time. And just really, I cannot say enough. You know, in my career, I've had the opportunity to interview many, 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 many people from all walks of life, celebrities, newsmakers, everything you can think of. First time interviewing a renowned ventriloquist and his fantastic sidekick, the wonderful Lester.
Ta-da!
I think I've interviewed in my career on television and radio over 6,000 people. Have had
Oh, cool.
conversations, or I call these conversations, not interviews. These are warm conversations. There's no
Uh-huh.
pre-prepared questions. We just have good conversations, free flowing. But to have the two of you grace us with your presence has been really a true highlight. Willie
Thank you.
and Lester, really, really. I've always admired your work ethic, your tenacity, your wit. The fact that you show up and you make it happen. People love you guys. They can't get enough. You've done it for a long time. We wish you nothing but continued blessing and joy, lots of laughs. Come back and see us again. Keep me posted on the documentary. You have a home here at the Jim Masters Show.
Thank
And
you.
I always tell all of our guests that we're going to keep the porch light on for them. So the porch light is on bright for you, Willie, and for you, Lester. And
Thank
I
you.
truly hope you enjoyed the time with me as much as I have with the two of you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it immensely. Immensely. Thank you, Jim.
The pleasure is all ours. Now, do you want to take us out with something grand or special about how much you enjoyed your time on the Jim, of all these shows you've been on and all the stages you've been on, the time we spent together on the Jim Masters Show?
Let's see. You can call me Lester. You can call me Les. I'm your buddy, I'm your friend. We stay together until the end. We can talk from year to year, but that's all right because it's from year to year. So take care, enjoy yourself, have a good time. Love you, love you, love you. La 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 line.
I love it. Now, do I need to click? Okay, you got it.
No,
You
no,
hear me?
no, no. You heard that.
I heard that.
You
And
can
you
only
heard
click.
me.
You can only click when you. No, you don't have to click because I'm talking to you.
You notice, Lester, when you're talking to me, we don't have to click. But when Willie was talking to me, we had to click. How come? Like I said, you run the show, Lester. You run the show, Lester.
Jim, it's a conspiracy.
It is a conspiracy. Yes. We're using big words tonight on the Jim Masters Show. We love you guys.
Thank you very much. We love you too. Take care.
You be well. Best of health. Best of everything. Come see us again. And truly, it was an absolute honor to have the two of you here on the Jim Masters Show. We'll be talking about this for a long time. And thanks to all of our viewers who've been watching as well, who've been loving it too. You be well, Willie Tyler and Lester. A blessing to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care. Cheers now. You're gonna go to McDonald's. You're gonna go to McDonald's now in your Toyota, right?
That's right. I'm gonna go on my scooter.
On the scooter. That's right. Gas prices are through the roof. Be well. We love you guys. Take care now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Willie Tyler and Lester. How much fun was that, gang? As I mentioned, I've interviewed and had conversations with thousands and thousands of people on television and radio over the years, and now here on the internet. But to have these two amazing, amazing, amazing characters, and that's what they are. They are really amazing people. They are. Lester is too. He's in that category. We love Lester. So many memories, so many laughs, so many years. We appreciate all these wonderful photos sent to us by Willie himself. He took the time to put all of this together. Iconic, legendary, and humble. Willie Tyler really is a master of his craft. He's really one of the good guys, one of the nicest guys on earth. Everybody says that about him. And this wonderful friendship that the two have had. Again, you don't know who leads who, right? It's equal. It's friendship. It's camaraderie. And they've shared it through the years with all of us. And now here on our celebrity talk show series, The Jim Masters Show. How cool was that? If you enjoyed this episode, of course, definitely give this episode a thumbs up, like, and drop a comment below. We love hearing from you. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV, and come back and see us again. One more time, we thank the incomparable Willie Tyler and Lester joining us here on the Jim Masters Show. I know you guys are getting a kick out of this. Don't keep it a secret. Let us know if you enjoyed it. Drop a comment and come see us again. This is your host, Jim Masters. Thanks so much for being with us here on the show. We love having you here watching all around the world. Thanks for your love and support of our show. And also, it's always cool to have you here. Don't forget to love one another. Don't forget to take care of one another. And don't forget to do the very same for yourself. We say that all the time. Come back and see us again. Another great episode of the Jim Masters Show comes up in just a moment. For George Burns and all of us here at the Jim Masters Show, we thank you for the time. This was a hoot and a holler, and we appreciate you being with us here on JMS. Willie Tyler and Lester were in the house. Now you know what this means. It's time to click off. But don't click off. More great episodes coming up. Don't forget to binge watch the hundreds and hundreds of other celebrity episodes and special moments we have in our archives as well. Be well, everybody. We'll see you on the next episode. Jim Masters here. Take care and cheers.